mate? G'day, mate. This is the classic stray today. Look at this. Bare feet. And the singlet.
High vis.
Yeah, high vis.
Fucking the short shorts.
We got some VBs in the fridge ready to go.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, that where the battery is getting put in our custom spot is probably the most efficient place you can put it.
Yeah.
If you're going to move it.
There's really no better spot than in the back.
In the middle, down low, out the back.
Yeah. It's pretty much the lowest point of the car as well.
Yeah, it is.
So, if you remember from the last episode, we got everything finished up in the boot. So that's the positive and the ground cable both connected to the battery. So now we're just finalizing the cabling running from the boot up to the engine bay. So, zip tying everything up, getting it out of the way. And you can see Brett here putting some loom tube on any areas of cable that could be, exposed to any moving parts or any rubbing, etc.
It looks like it's all in the...
Yeah, so halfway...
So Brett's just fingering some holes to...
Yep.
Just make sure it's all nice. Nice and loose.
So like just here.
Yep.
So I think we're good.
Yeah, so if you're doing this at home, make sure that you have some kind of proper protection on your positive terminal.
Also guys, remember for this to be legal and safe, the wheel needs to be fixed down after doing this. So like a ratchet strap or some kind of strap will be adequate enough, and the battery terminal is covered up as well.
So we're done in the back, done under the car, done in the fender. Sounds very American. Fender. Front guard, front quarter panel. So now it's just a matter of
Making sense of all this.
Yeah.
Is that seeing voltage? Oh, when you turn that on? When you turn this on?
Do the honors. Flatlining. 12.5, mate.
Alright, so negative pole. Should I just clean it up, put a big bolt there? Or nutsack?
Nutsack. Where's my kit? The old
It's in my-
nutsack kit.
Yeah. I think it's in my room.
That's an odd place. So for those of you who haven't seen these before, these are called nutserts or Rivnuts, or what other names are there?
Oh, no idea.
Oh, who knows. Basically you rivet it in place and it's threaded. So it's got a probably 8mm section of thread back here from their back, and this ribbed knurled section gets compressed like a rivet. So it's a very handy way of putting a substantial fixing into some sheet metal or something where you otherwise wouldn't be able to put a thread into. And again, and yeah, you can see it basically clamps between the sheet metal or whatever you got in there. It doesn't need to be sheet metal either. You can do it into, I've done it into 10mm thick stuff before. It just kind of bulges out and does a friction fit. You wouldn't really want to use it for anything that's going to be holding like heaps of tension. But anything for shear or just like a grounding lug like this, perfect. Yeah. That's basically how it works. Then you just screw your thread straight in there, like so. Alright, dress rehearsal over.
Off we go.
Oh. Unbelievable. Yeah. I swear, everything we do, there's a second step to it. Every single time. Alright, now I'm going to insert your nutsack. Nutsack. So yeah, when you're doing the alloy nutserts, it's always good not to go, you kind of have to find a balance of power to put into it, because if you go too hard, you kind of just pull the threads straight out of the nutsert itself. Voila. Done. So if you have put your battery in the back, but your car starts fine when it's cold, but then once it's got some temperature in it or some heat soak, and it cranks over slow, it doesn't crank at all, 99% of the time that is actually the ground from the engine block to the chassis I experienced that problem when I did the battery swap on my ute. So doing a beefy ground the same size as the positive from the, I think I did from the starter motor bolt to the chassis, that fixed it straight away. So what are we up to now, Brett?
Yeah, we've pretty much got all the cabling sorted. We've got our new grounds for the for the block to the body.
Yeah.
We've got a new nice power cable from the starter coming back into our nice shiny gold plated box.
I like what you did in your hand there.
Yep.
Beautiful.
We've got the mains to the fuse box in here
Yep.
as well. That's obviously the mains that goes to the kill switch that goes back to the battery.
If you caught all that.
Yeah, if you all that earlier
So
on.
basically ground wise we've got an additional one from this mounting point here that the starter, well, that comes off near the starter. So we've got a main one back there, and then we've got the factory one which is mounting to this nut set we put in earlier, which Brett's about to bolt up now with all the other miscellaneous grounds.
We're just trying to keep everything neat and tidy.
Yeah.
As
then
tidy
that
as a
one-
bloody Subaru bay can be.
Yeah. So that one also has the daisy chain that comes off it, which we're gonna, it used to be mounted here near the headlight, but we're gonna actually snake that up and mount it here where we've cleaned up that metal, as you probably saw before. And then just miscellaneous positives into the distro box, like the amp, the HIDs, and these awesome engine bay lights, which we'll see when it gets dark.
Yep.
If I'm here that long.
Still pretty sunny.
So at this point in time, we've got all the wiring done, both positive and negative. We've got all the cables strapped up and out of the way. So basically all that's left to do now is put the top mount and anything else we pulled off earlier back on. Then we can test this bad boy out and see how it runs.
Flick the switch. Alright, 12.4. 11.7. Good. 14.6.
14.1.
And it's going like 14.3 to 6.
That's the most I've had in here.
That's probably the grounds as well. Success, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the most I've had in here. I normally get like 13 point something.
Cheering.
Really cheering.
That crank seemed fine too.
Yeah.
Keen to see how it goes on like a really hot start. Should be fine.
Well, I just let it warm up and then turn it back on.